and we're good. I think. I think we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're up. And YouTube is always better.
it
Um,
is. She
we
can't
didn't
help
talk
it.
about who we didn't talk about who was leading the show today.
We
Um,
didn't, but I'll take it up if it makes things easier.
yeah, because I got nothing.
Hi, my name is Lillian. Y'all seen me before. I'm your bougie auntie in many places on the internet, but you can find me at Lillian Desu across the internet, and I'm one of today's hosts for Gamma Blerds. Herb, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the King of Debauchery, Big Herb, Weekend Herb. Yeah, just here for a good time and learning more information about this crazy ass world that we're living in.
It's all you, Rick.
Oh, hey, it's Rick. I'm at a Dutch angle this week.
All right. We have a lot to talk about this week because a lot has been going on, much to my
Hold on,
constant
real quick.
fatigue. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry, real quick, Lily. Get out of the comments and get back to your birthday party.
Yeah.
Trayman.
Don't use people government. That's weird. Um, have a fun time at your son's birthday party, Trey. We'll do our best to hold it down and not be weird about it. Before we get into everything that's happened this week between politics and entertainment, first I wanted to take a moment and recognize the passing of a fellow Blerd that died this week. For I don't know, there's no gentle way to say that they passed away, and it seems that they self-deleted after receiving a bunch of racist feedback on their social media platforms. It's something that's common, especially as a black cosplayer. This person was a black femme cosplayer that often went to conventions, dressed as various people from, it seems like, One Piece and Genshin Impact, and took themselves out of the equation or took themselves off this planet because at some point enough was enough and they'd had enough.
Um, so yeah, R.I.P.
Ash.
to Ash. Yeah, to Ash. And I did a little bit. I did a little bit of looking into this. And it is uh it piques my frustration. Um, I saw that that Hellspawn cosplay. He did a little. He did a post about it, talking about how essentially like the a photographer took pictures of Ash, and that's where all the bombardment of the racist comments from these people who find themselves, who always seem to find themselves in black spaces, in spaces that they claim to not want to be or don't want to partake in, but then they immediately show up and start, causing all types of havoc and mental distress to people. Um, and again, I've said it before in the show, like this is again, we need to start getting back to gatekeeping our culture from these people, and we need to form a black culture phalanx. If you don't know what a phalanx is, please look it up. It's a great combat formation, like because we got to protect ourselves. We got to protect ourselves from these people and everyone. You know what I mean? And even not even just being defensive, we also need to kind of go on the offensive. You know what I mean? If you see someone that you know who is a cosplayer or who does whatever, and you see them starting to become under attack from these people, we need to go on the offensive. We need to go back at these people. We need to go back at all of these sick, ignorant, lonely, just incel, inbred, trash ass people. Like we really got to start protecting our own. And it makes me sad that I found out about this brilliant, beautiful cosplayer after after the fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just another one of those things that just got me real tight this week, and I'm so sorry. And my thoughts and my prayers and all of my energy goes out to the family and all the friends and people affected by this because it's just so unnecessary, and they should still be with us at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely wanted to bring it up this week because even though it's sad news and I don't want to I don't know, turn somebody's passing into a political statement unless your name is Charlie Kirk. Um,
Dude, box our leg.
it's necessary to bring up because one, commend the work they were able to accomplish during their life, the fun they did have during their life, the good memories they did make while they were alive, but also point the finger at like this is something we need to take care of. And while it's not a black invented problem, it's a problem that we experience.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely check on your friends. Definitely call out or seek to protect ourselves from bad behavior, ourselves, our loved ones, other black folk walking around in this world from bad behavior and bad actors. And white people, take care of your shit.
Yeah, because just like to reiterate what the other panelists are saying, my condolences to her family. Um, it's very sad that that we have to deal with this in 2025. Like, it's gotten to a point to where we need to expose these people who keep on cyberbullying and everything like that, because it's gotten to a point to where it's just like, what makes you feel like you like? So if somebody loves a character so much that they literally are just they love it so much that they want to cosplay about it, that's their own freedom. They should be able to do what they want to do. And the fact that you're just some bitch ass that's sitting in the basement, just saying, well, yeah, that person isn't black and you're ugly or whatever the fuck they say. It's gotten to a point to where it's just like, dude, just go somewhere and touch grass. Because I could say some other shit, but I'm just not. I'm not trying to be in that type of headspace right now because I don't want to stoop to that level. But one thing, like Lillian said, as far as checking on your friends and everything, I do this all the time with everybody here. I mean, I make sure I reach out and say like, hey, you good mentally? Like, hey, you good? Just a mental check. And it's just like you have to check on your strong friends mentally and physically. I mean, so I mean, you gotta just make sure that like, hey, is everybody good? Just because you never know what anybody else is going through. And I mean, your strongest friends may be the ones who's going through the most shit, and we don't know about it because we don't ask. And it's okay to just go ahead and check in on people from time to time. We need to start normalizing it, because at the end of the day, that person may be going through some shit that they unfortunately do what this young lady did, and it's very unfortunate. It's sad, and my deepest condolences to her family.
Yeah. Um, that's all that we really have to say about that. So we're going to go ahead and move along to our political and entertainment news, starting with the elected mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani visited with Donald Trump like this week, within the past few days, had a closed door talk with him, and I don't know what they said. Does anybody know what they said? Because I know they opened it for a press conference afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know what directly what they talked about, but I know, I know there were two things that stood out to me. One, Zoran calling Trump a fascist to his face, but also Trump looking at Zoran the whole time like he's Bubba.
Like
Um,
he's in love. He's
yeah,
he he's met his
like
cardamom spice.
yeah, he like I mean it's funny, it was crazy because Zoran maintained his same energy from that he was talking about Trump or whatever, but then Trump, like when he met him in person, you know, because at this point, all throughout his campaign, all throughout him running for mayor, before he became mayor elect, Trump and everybody in his orbit, all of MAGA was referring to him as what, as a Muslim and as a
Terrorist, as a
yeah,
domestic
as a
threat, all
Yep.
sorts of
yeah,
stuff.
and it, yeah, and then Horace, I mean, excuse me, sorry,
Horace.
Reed.
No, it's like,
You saw something and you read it, but you were trying to say something
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
What were
I
you trying
was.
to say?
I'm getting back to it. Yeah, Trump had this weird ass freaky old man energy that really was disarming. But yeah, I don't know, man. I it kind of bothered me a little bit when I saw it Like, I get it. You're the mayor of one of the biggest cities, one of the most powerful cities in America. You got to meet with the president or whatever. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm
Makes me
having a hard time.
uncomfy.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with trusting politicians at this point.
Don't trust
Um,
politicians.
yeah, because it's like they even the ones who say that they're on your side, you got to be weary of them because you never know what's going to happen, or what you never know what their breaking point is, what their selling point is. You know what I mean, or what they're willing to sacrifice to maintain that power that they get a taste of.
The
Um,
only thing that gives me a little bit of confidence in Zoran Mamdani at this moment in time is who he selected for his transition team. The
Yeah.
people who are helping him transition into the mayoral seat in January. Because he chummed the water and threw the sharks inside. You feel me?
Hmm.
So that I'm not saying you should have been more angry. I don't know what being angry and like antagonistic toward Trump to his face would really accomplish at that moment in time. But it doesn't feel good to be chummy with the man who's been throwing America into chaos since January 19th of this year.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
But my question is to y'all, and I mean, I'm just simply just stating this question. With without meeting him, Trump, how do you get to that medium as far as, hey, we need to do something, fix something, and I'm trying to go and sit down with you so I could be cordial enough to have a conversation with you, without it looking like you being chummy with the president.
I mean,
Um, I'm just
you,
I'm not trying to be
no, no,
combative or
no. I
anything,
was
but
gonna answer the
I
question
feel
in
the
the
same way as
best.
y'all.
I was gonna answer the question in the best way that I know how. I
Mm.
compare being chummy with him to like, how do you know when a girl's flirting with you or just being nice? A lot of people can't tell the difference.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
We see like
And
30 seconds of film and think that was the substance of their entire discussion. That may
Mm.
not be the substance of the entire discussion, but I don't know, and I ain't finna find the footage. That's my perspective on it.
Okay.
yeah,
What were you gonna say, Rick?
no, sorry, I got real bad brain fog this week. Sorry.
That's why I'm
Um,
sipping coffee. It's the only saving grace I have right now.
listen, at this point, coffee ain't even working. I drank coffee this morning, got sleepier.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, it is. It's disheartening, I guess. You know what I mean? Because what you have is I'm not gonna say it's disheartening. It's just it puts my antennas up a little bit more. Um, because it's people have, like, I think one of the things that we need to be on the lookout for is people using the platform of I'm against Trump, I'm against Trump, I'm against Trump to get elected into certain positions or to get into certain power positions, and
Mhm.
then starting to backtrack a lot when they get there. Um, it's it and this, I don't want to say this is that, you know what I mean, because he still kept some of the energy, but also, like, I know that American politics, we have this whole respectability politics thing where you have to be presentable, you have to be professional at all times. But I think that we're past that at this point. I think that we're past that point of trying to continue to be like civil with people who outrightly have said they hate you for your beliefs, who
Yeah.
people who have damned you, who have goddamned you for the most part. You know what I mean? And then smiling and sniggly giggly, and Trump looking like he's trying to get at him the way Diddy was trying to get at Mike Tyson on the Magic Johnson show. It's I don't know. It's just weird. But my antenna's up and I'm watching. Um, and I mean, we yeah. I don't know. We'll
I
see. We'll
mean,
see. I'll just say we'll see.
your reaction is about what we should be doing, right? I see what's going on and I'm watching you, bitch. That's the
Yeah.
energy we need to keep on our politicians.
Yeah.
Other people we need to have our eye on. Starbucks. Your bitch ass is always up to something weird, man. This week, Starbucks Union Starbucks baristas with Starbucks Workers United authorized and launched an open-ended unfair labor practice strike. What's going on is Starbucks has more than 700 unresolved unfair labor practice charges. and the unions are demanding their resolution before going back to work.
You know, these motherfuckers launched a series of protein coffee drinks last week. And I was like, oh, Starbucks got protein coffee. Their coffee, I don't really go to Starbucks like that. You know what I mean? Because it's just super expensive for no fucking reason for some shit that 7-Eleven makes just the goodest cup for half the price. But I was like, oh, it's got protein coffee. I can't get that nowhere. And I'm not buying all of these big ass expensive tubs of protein powder right now. I'm getting my protein in other places. So I'm like, oh, it's a protein coffee drink. Let me go and get one. And I got one. And the day that I got a fucking protein drink, this story comes across my lap about Starbucks and it's being more anti-labor, anti-worker once again. And I'm just like, you rotten bitch. you absolute rotten, stinky bitch. But it doesn't surprise me though. It doesn't surprise me. Starbucks is one of the most problematic companies in this country. It's another place that we still should be boycotting. Oh, for those of you that forgot, we're still boycotting Target. We're still boycotting Walmart. Walmart was always there. Everybody likes to talk about Target, but nobody likes to talk about Walmart. But I mean, again, it's just another place that we do not need to patronize. They don't need our money. And they show that the way that they treat their workers. They're showing, hey, we don't need you guys' money. You know, we're good. We don't make enough. We don't. Apparently, the money that you guys spend on our $7 minimum coffees isn't enough for us to pay our workers the right way because our CEO needs another jet or another fucking 1,000-foot yacht or something weird shit that these motherfuckers go out and spend money on instead of paying their employees and treating people like people deserve to be treated. So yeah, again, protein coffee or not, fuck you. I'm not giving you my money.
Well, this is why I go to Dunkin'.
Also, Dunkin's shady now too. I forget what it was today, but it's a coffee trade shady. It's a coffee trade shady. So I'll get into that another time. But we weren't supposed to be going to Starbucks, no way, because they're still supporting Israel and the whole genocide shit going on in the Middle East. So my condolences to your protein coffee because you ain't finna buy that protein tub so you can make it yourself. My condolences. But on top of all that, Starbucks is still trying to like union bust because I think they hired workers to try to break the strike or force the workers to break the strike or undercut workers, trying to have livable circumstances in which they work, which means we have healthcare, we get paid, we have benefits that mean we can take care of ourselves. That's it. That's all and that's all most people ever ask for, unless you're the CEO of a company. But This is crazy. Crazy times to live in. Literally the bare minimum.
You know, for a country that preaches hard work and, do the right thing and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and all that shit, we are so anti-worker. Like, just across the board, we are just completely anti-worker, anti-little guy, anti-labor. Like, it's almost like this country was founded by fucking supervillains. You know what I mean?
Almost like it, right? I mean, who was Christopher Columbus again? Who supposedly found the Americas, but actually wound up in the Bahamas?
A banker.
Listen, this motherfucker. No, I'm not. No, wait, I'm not doing it. I'll derail the show right now. Talk about it.
We will become a history podcast. God damn it! If we start talking about Christopher Columbus. Listen, perfect time to unload about what a terrible human that man piece happened to be. So yes, that's going on. Other misconduct. This is misconduct because actually it's actually way worse than misconduct. Misconduct makes you think it's like a misdemeanor charge, right? Something else is going on in Fort Hood. I'll give you one guess. I laugh, but it's because this is like the third or fourth time this has happened in the past decade. One of Fort Hood's military OBGYNs is alleged to have conducted invasive and unnecessary examinations and made sexual comments during those appointments, as well as recorded those appointments secretly. So not only was he performing unnecessary procedures, which is probably, don't know for sure, a form of sexual assault, he was also recording it, which is definitely some form of you ain't supposed to fucking do that shit. And he was making comments during these appointments. So just, Fort Hood is not it.
So basically, he's a freak ass nigga that definitely needs to get his ass
No,
whooped.
no.
No, I'm saying no.
Freak
What I mean
ass.
by that is, what I mean by this is, I want to clarify what I'm saying is, he's doing so much inappropriate shit that he needs to get his ass arrested, go to jail, get his ass whipped. Because, dude, that OBGYN supposed to, when women go there, they're supposed to be felt like they could trust this person. There's a doctor that's you should be able to be trusting whenever you go to the doctor for those type of reasons. And this dude is just taking full advantage of him.
It's
and he needs his ass with it.
Y'all ever watched the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
It's been a long time, but yeah, I remember.
All right, so the way the movie kickstarts is this doctor was assaulting his patients and making them feel uncomfortable. One of them finally speaks up. A whole slew of them come out after that one person speaks up, and his wife loses their child. The doctor's wife loses their child and goes around stealing people's babies to sacrifice them to a tree or some shit. So this is very much along those lines of where, like, one person came forward, or a few people are coming forward now, and the floodgates are about to open. It's one of my favorite movies. I'm so glad you like it. It is very good. Could I finish it? No, my anxiety kicked off. It kicked the bucket. I had to leave. Yeah, something is always going on at Fort Hood, and it's always some sexual misconduct, sex trafficking ring. Somebody gets killed after being sexually assaulted and is trying to hide it from the military cops. Some shit like that has been going on at Fort Hood for over 10 years now.
We need to do a house cleaning, a housekeeping of all of our systems in this country, all, like, from top to bottom.
Absolutely.
We like this whole patriarchy thing that we've been raised in, and that, like, I'm actively trying to fight against the mentalities of being raised about. Like, we need to take a lot more crimes a lot more seriously, and we need to get a lot of people with the old, because again, you said, like, this is different. You said several incidents at Fort Hood, and within the past few years.
This is the most recent one. There was Vanessa Guillen, and then there was a sex trafficking ring some years before that.
But see, my point that I was making is, this shit keeps on happening, and these people keep doing these things over and over again because they don't fear any type of repercussions. They don't fear anything happening, and, like, that's the issue. We have to get to a point to where we make people know, like, where people who are committing these types of acts, where they feel like, yeah, I shouldn't do this because the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Like, I'm going to be punished irreparably.
I feel like a good solution. Have either of y'all read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings?
No.
It's a book by Maya Angelou. I feel like that book had a pretty decent resolution as to what happens to these people who do these things. And I will leave it at that. The girls that get it. The girls that don't will find out.
I'm in favor of bringing back stoning.
Stoning sounds good.
Castrating.
I'm in favor of bringing back stoning.
Castrating.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot's going on.
Yeah, very much. You can go ahead, transition. I'm sorry, Lou.
It's okay. I didn't have a good transition, so I was just going to make it hard, right? Last bit of news that we have from this week. Education news. Students in Charlotte, North Carolina, walk out to protest against ICE. So they were all at school, and they all walked out.
Did anybody watch season 2 of Andor?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, some of it.
So essentially, what we're not seeing about Charlotte right now is that the people in the citizens, it's not just the kids walking out of the school. Essentially, the citizens of Charlotte are basically performing like the people in the on
Oh,
that planet in season
really?
2 of Andor.
So
Yeah,
what you're
they're
telling me is that what's going on in Charlotte is a lot like the LA Music Festival
yes, it's or the Seattle Music Festival.
or the
Pretty
Chicago
much.
Music Festival.
Yeah, like and of course the mainstream media hate to use that term, but that's what it is. They're not showing it, but there's essentially a revolution going on in Charlotte right now. I've seen several videos. They are openly bullying ICE agents.
Oh, I love that.
A woman was giving out I don't know if it was chocolate or if it was brownies, but she was giving them out to ICE agents, and she's saying that they were free. And a civilian came up and was just like, "Oh, can I get one of those?" And she's like, "Oh no, sweetie, you don't want one of these. They have X-lax in them, or they have laxatives in them." They have found their staging areas to where they're going, and essentially they'll go to the staging areas and they'll just keep on alerting people to where they at. They're going back and forth with them in shouting matches and all that stuff. I've seen people identifying their cars in traffic and blocking them in traffic in Charlotte. Yeah, like this is
This is guerrilla
they're not.
warfare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean,
I
this is the
enforce.
energy that everybody needs to. This is the energy that everybody needs to pick up on and continue to maintain.
Oh,
The energy that a
absolutely.
lot of people have had.
I'm all
I
for it.
I heard this earlier, like literally earlier today before the show, like maybe an hour before the show. I'm scrolling through the social medias as one does, and one of the content creators I follow was talking about how they were going to help ICE agents in Appalachia. It was giving them like a list of things they could do in Appalachia when they're looking for somebody, like, follow the lights in the woods. It's probably somebody hiding out in a cave. If you hear your voice, respond to it, stuff like that. If you're walking through the woods, a good way of finding people is whistling at night, da 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 da, stuff like that. So, very good advice for these ICE agents.
I love it. I love all this shit.
My spooky girlies get it.
Yeah. I love the fact that like I've even seen one where I mean like as they're recording somebody running from ICE and one of them I think fell over and tore his ACL and they were just ridiculing this guy the whole entire time. I'm all for it because you're a racist piece of shit. I mean, if you're gonna do what you do, stand on business and show your face. You're always trying to cover up and everything. No, do your thing. I mean, I
Standing
hope
at
that
10
you do
toes
that.
down. That's all.
Yeah,
Just standing 10 toes
stand on
down.
business. Fuck boy. So,
So I look
yeah.
forward to hear what's going on in Charlotte and across the country in the weeks to come. You made a suggestion earlier today. Now we're transitioning from our news to entertainment news. You were saying something about MMA, and dude, we want to have the discussion. I don't know what's finna happen, but I'm here to have this discussion about whatever's going on with MMA. What's going on with MMA, Rick?
So, I've been kind of this has kind of been like a little side quest of mine since I stopped watching the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially the same reason I stopped watching WWE is because it's become like a MAGA breeding ground. And the leader of said unsaid organization is just a Trump sycophant. But I've also noticed that like a lot of gym owners and leaders and a lot of fighters are like hardcore MAGA Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's almost it's become so prevalent throughout MMA that I believe I saw I don't know, I don't think it was a Vice story or whatever where they're having like secret white supremacy meetings at certain gyms, and
Mm-hmm.
they're training
Mm-hmm.
for this war that they believe that is coming, that
The
between
race
the
war.
races. Yeah. um and I mean it wasn't more so a discussion as much as I wanted to like bring it to everybody's attention that like but I know because I've had interactions with a few black people who kind of still have that whole ostrich head in the sand type thing where they don't believe that shit is as bad as it is. And I mean, again, like I said, I just want to bring it to people's attention. Like you may think it's not as bad as it is, but the people who don't look like you or like you believe that it's is
They
where it is.
absolutely believe it's that serious.
Yeah.
it and we need to start taking these people seriously. I know a lot of people didn't want to read Project 2025 because it's 900 pages and oh, that's too much. Or you don't think that the president is a fascist because that's not a thing. We fought a war against this. Meanwhile, most people don't know that the second biggest sect of the Nazi Party was here in America
Yep,
during World War II. Um,
absolutely.
Yep.
so it's just it's problematic, you know what I mean, and like if you look at a lot of the energy of a lot of these fighters, like it screams it's that proud boy Nazi energy, you know what I mean, and
Hmm.
it's just very very disturbing. And it like have you guys, I'm just and just an audible question involve you guys in the conversation, have you guys noticed this or have you seen this type of energy when you pay attention to MMA or you look at people involved in MMA?
Well, fuck yeah.
It's
I've noticed it. That's
it's the
why
reason why you don't
I,
see me watching a lot of MMA. As much as I love fighting, and I do love fighting, I like watching it. I like I like the training montage. I like the whole shits, man. I'm a secretly aggressive person that just never does anything. It's very prevalent there. I don't know. I don't understand the psychology of why it's very prevalent there, but it's very prevalent there. It probably has something to do with like why are cops so prone to abusing their partners.
Mm.
I've noticed it for years, and I've kind of like fell back. That's why I don't really watch it that much. Um, it's a lot of, like you said, MAGA, Proud Boy type glazing, where it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm reading the room, and it's just like, I'm good. If I want to watch fighting, I'll go ahead and stick to something else. I would say boxing, but even that shit is just like, eh. I don't even want to watch that shit
No,
sometimes. It's
the whole environment wherein you
yeah.
have two opponents who are fighting against each other in a battle of fisticuffs. There's something about that environment that makes it so prone to having these white supremacist undertones to it, and I don't understand why, but it's so prevalent. Whether it's boxing, MMA, UFC, one fighter, like I don't know what it is, but it's
Well,
very prevalent.
I'll tell you why the white supremacy energy is always there. It's the same reason why white supremacy is a thing. It's that fear, and and it's like I have to prove that I
You're
am.
taking over.
It's I'm the I have to prove that I'm the alpha. I am the better. I am the more superior one. That's why. And quite frankly, Luke Thomas, who does a lot of MMA news. He's a prevalent sports reporter in the area. He's actually moving into the political space now. Also,
Mm-hmm.
he's local. But he was talking about it the other day. How if you go into most gyms and you look at and you see who is in there, who's practicing, who's becoming fighters, it isn't your local. I, I hate this term, but I'm gonna use it anyway. It isn't an urban kid. It isn't an inner city kid. It's your suburbanite. It's your white bread. It's your yuppie class who is in there doing this. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why like that whole space is being occupied by like your MAGA people, your conservative people, so to speak. You know what I mean? And it, it's just very very troubling to me. And again, I caution everybody to stay woke and stay ready, please.
So you're
Like
telling
because
me this prevalence is not unlike how the black folk who live in Fort Washington, especially the YNs, the black YNs who live in like Fort Washington try to gangbang harder than the people who live in the city. Is it kind of that going on? Like
yeah,
they just feel like they have something to prove, so they're trying to prove it, but ain't nobody listening.
basically, basically,
Okay.
it's like I wasn't born with the silver spoon in my mouth. It's not silver,
It's gold.
right? Right, exactly.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so should we start getting like
So
making
they're
our own
trying
animations?
to do the opposite of what Paramount is trying to do with The Last Ronin. They're trying to unsonicify something. Got it.
Yeah, so that's a transition into the last Ronin subject. This is a train wreck.
This is a train wreck. Hello, that girl Carolyn. What's good? We just transitioned into The Last Ronin. Will you do us the honor of giving us a brief overview of what The Last Ronin is as a comics or story?
Sure. So the Ninja Turtles did a story. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did a storyline a few years ago. You can find it in an omnibus now. You can find the big graphic novel. There's a story called The Last Ronin. I'm going to give a spoiler here for everybody, so please, if that triggers you.
If you don't want to hear about the story, earmuffs.
Yeah, right.
3, 2, 1.
Right. So Michelangelo was the last surviving Ninja Turtle, and he essentially was going on because all of his brothers had been killed, and essentially just him being basically his story of being the last surviving Ninja Turtle, and continuing on the tradition of fighting crime in the name of his brothers and his father. So it's a very good storyline. It's a very good story. I know people love it. It's loved. It's like beloved worldwide. And so it's the media has spread so far that I know there is a game that is coming out. There was a God of War style game that was teased, I think, about 2.5 years ago. And then also Paramount was supposed to be doing a live action movie of it. But it came out this week that Paramount has at first it came out that the movie was canceled, and the internet kind of went into a blaze. People were reposting and talking about the story. But then I would say like a half day later, it came out that it was not delayed. It's not canceled. It is delayed. They're hoping to move it a little bit down the road, so to speak. But to go on.
Why would they need to move it down the road?
Because they are trying
Paramount
to.
is Paramount. That's why.
Let Rick answer. Why are they trying to move it down the road, Rick?
Because they are hoping to sonicify the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the next live action adaptation. Herb, you look very funny. So
I laughed, but I was very angry when I first heard.
I really would like to hear Herb's thoughts because Herb looks so perturbed by the term.
He looks so angry that he might actually lay hands on somebody.
I don't want to see any official that has anything to do with Paramount right now because like that was actually one of my favorite all-time comic strips. I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I memorized the very first movie that came out. I used to watch this shit as a kid, like the animated series. And for you got as an adult, you brought me back to my childhood and made it a little grimier and made it like damn. And then you made the fucking. I took my son to the movie, and I even got the fucking popcorn bucket because I love this fucking series so damn much. And for Paramount to go ahead and do some
dumb shit.
Like we didn't ask for this. Like for once, listen to the fucking consumer, and then hey, they actually this is what they like. Okay, let's not change it. Give it to them. We're gonna make so much fucking money off of this. Paramount it's like Paramount says like, how can we go ahead and make this shit good? And fuck with it. And just piss off everybody, just to fuck with them. Like I feel like they're what's the name of that Charlie Brown girl that always has the football, Lucy that takes the fucking football when Charlie Brown kicks it. That's Paramount right there. And I need Peter Griffin like in Family Guy to go ahead and just curb stomp her ass and just. I'm sorry. I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. This is something I was actually looking forward to. I was looking forward to the video game. I was looking forward to the movie. And now you give me this shit.
And it is shit. Let's
I,
clarify. It is
I want
absolute shit.
I want to throw hands with somebody.
Um,
I'll leave it at that.
if I could, it makes me really upset. The news makes me really upset because if y'all remember history the way it happened, Sonicifying the movies or Sonicifying movies is a bad premise to set because that's not what The Last Ronin is about. The Last Ronin is an adult tale. It's got blood, it's got gore. You got an unhinged Michelangelo ripping people apart. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So trying to dumb it down for kids or trying to make it kid friendly is the antithesis of what it is as a story. One and two, Sonic was so bad when they released the first trailer that the internet as a whole united to bully them into making it correctly. And they added time to the right of a movie during production so that they would not be so it wouldn't be a complete bomb and one of the worst movies of all time. The internet successfully bullied Sonic because at first, the first trailer for Sonic looked kind of anthropomorphic, more so than he ever
Kinda?
has. Like they made him look more adult instead of childish. And he looked really weird and ugly and distorted. Like it's like if an 11-year-old drew Sonic from memory is what he looked like at first.
I gotta stop you there. And this is not just because he's my son. Miles can really draw.
Yeah.
Sonic
If Miles
well.
drew Sonic from memory without loving Sonic, that's what Sonic
he,
looked like on the first trailer.
he was even saying that I don't like this. I was like, dude, if you want to go ahead and bully somebody online about it, go ahead and do it. And that's exactly what he did.
So that's what happened with Sonic in the beginning. We had to bully them into making Sonic right. So whatever they're doing with The Last Ronin, if they're doing a decent job at all, we're gonna have to bully them into doing it correctly.
So, what most people don't know, like, this shows that a lot of these executives have no idea about the IP that they have control over.
None whatsoever.
Warner
Shows
Brothers.
it shows that they don't give a fuck about the IP. No, and so that's the thing. Like, Warner Brothers at a certain point, but now that they put James Gunn in charge, that has changed. But we'll see how long that lasts, being as though Warner Brothers is up for sale. And like even I know it's very very cool to shit on the MCU right now, but people forget that when Kevin Feige was really cooking, he was really cooking, and he shows that he actually gave a fuck about the IP and the characters.
Yeah.
But Ninja Turtles Ninja Turtles became kid friendly when the cartoon and the toys became popular. And but the original comic books were dark and gritty. And the Last Ronin was a throwback to those days, you know what I mean? And essentially what we have now is it's not about putting out good IP, it's not about putting out good stories. It's
about making it capitalized.
How can we separate these people from their money with putting in as little effort as possible? And the most little effort things that you can do nowadays is to make something, is to sonicify something. You know what I mean? Like, look at it. It feels like just yesterday that they bullied the first Sonic 1 into changing. 3 movies ago?
Yes.
There have been 3 Sonic movies.
Yes.
It
was about 10 years ago when it happened.
They are squeezing they are squeezing these shits out so fast.
That's what she said.
And I was about to make a turd joke, but I stopped. But anyway, but yeah, like they're running them out because every time they come out, they make $1 billion. They make $1 billion in merch because kids got to have the new whatever. And yeah, like it's this speaks more to the state that what is ruining art is not the fact that there is no creativity, that there's no that there aren't no real artists or whatever. It's capitalism. It's greed. Greed is what is ruining everything.
Yep.
That's why Black Ops 7 is a massive failure right now. That's why we have everything that is just problematic. It's because of corporate greed.
Yeah.
It's because these motherfuckers want to get their next boat, their next car, their next whatever the fuck, their next Epstein Island. You know what I mean? And they want to separate you from your money as fast as they can, and with putting in as little effort as they can. That's why you got people. That's why you got a fucking protest at Starbucks. That's why you got a protest at Rockstar. You know what I mean? Because they're not paying the people who make this shit. They're just forcing them to keep doing the thing that makes me $1 billion. Keep doing that. That's all they're doing.
Yep.
That's why you're not gonna get GTA 6.
That shit ain't never coming out.
And that's why I'm not even losing sleep over that shit.
Now, just to tack on to the Sonic Fi discussion before we move along, Disney is also planning to do something nefarious. They're planning on rolling out user AI generated content on their Disney Plus platform. So So we'll discuss that more in depth at a later date. But that's what Disney's CEO or whoever the fuck is in charge of their business decisions is saying that they're going to roll out over the next year. And I only know about that because one of the creators of one of their more popular properties, Owl House, went off on Twitter, completely chewed them a brand new asshole because they're saying oh, we'll pay you as much as you need to do this thing, and then we're going to let people make whatever content they want off of it using AI. Yeah, then what's the point? Pirate it. Told everybody, pirate the shit. I pirate my own shit. Pirate the shit.
Yeah, like you said, we'll expand on this at a later date, but it's getting to the point where I'm about to have to cancel everything.
Ooh, Horace says this isn't art, it's commerce. Rick Rubin.
I don't think that's not Horace.
Who is that?
I think that's Cam.
Kisame? True Kisame? Whatever. Whoever you are. This isn't art, it's commerce, Rick Rubin. Now, moving on to happier news. It is a good quote. It is very emblematic of the world in which we live. Somewhat happier news. And I say somewhat because, something sad still happened before this, for this to be a thing now. Chadwick Boseman, beloved actor from Black Panther and a number of other things, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, the whole shebang, very established actor who died some years ago to cancer. He received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And to commemorate the occasion, many of the people he has worked with over the years on various projects showed and spoke words on his behalf. One of them being, I'm going to mess this man's name up even though I know it, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler. His wife was another, what's her name?
I think Michael B. Jordan was also there. And gave words on his behalf, in somewhere in memoriam and on his behalf, somewhere between the two. Yeah. So it was a solemn, bittersweet moment where we recognize the greatness that he was, while recognizing that we won't see it again.
He is ultimately missed. I really would have loved to see the rest of his work, not just with Black Panther, like seeing I loved the job that he did in 42, doing Jackie Robinson, even James Brown. He had the dance down packed, he had his voice down packed and everything. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but just seeing all his other movies and stuff like that, he had so much range. And he was just a genuine good person. So, that's why I was just rooting for him all the time. And the fact that he was one of my favorite Marvel characters, that was icing on the cake. So, and it's good to see that even posthumously, he's able to get his award. Is greatly appreciated and well-deserved. So, yeah.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't do this posthumously.
Thank you. I heard it, but I was just
I know y'all were itching to correct me, so it's all good.
No. I wasn't itching.
It's just one of those things you can't unhear.
Right? Yeah.
It's like biopic. can't stand it when people say it like it.
Some some people are just some people are special. Some people are lights, and we realize it. We realize that they're a light when they're here, but when we no longer have them, we realize how bright they truly were. And Chadwick is definitely one of those people. Chad touched so many people in so many different ways. Not often do I get emotional about someone that I've never met passing away, but the night that he passed away, I had a actual reaction. Like I stopped what I was doing and I immediately just started watching Black Panther because I was just in a state of shock and awe. And seeing the way that Letitia Wright, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, Angela Bassett, everybody, basically everyone who has worked with him, seeing the way that they reacted and the way that they can still continue on in Chad's name is just something that touches me in so many different ways, and it fills my heart and it fills my spirit every time I see it. Yeah, like it's something that made me genuinely smile and made me happy seeing him receive his star on the Walk of Fame. And he's what all stars should strive to be. That's the type of person that everyone who considers himself an actor or an artist, that's the type of person we should all strive to be. So RIP to one of the GOATs, and it's well deserved, and it was no more deserving person to get that star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah. One last thing to say before we go. Stop asking Cynthia Erivo to be fucking Storm.
No one wants this. No one wants this. If you don't want to watch Cynthia Erivo is problematic, please look it up since everybody loves to do their own research. I don't want to see her as Storm. I just don't. Ill. She can keep her long, weird fingers to herself. Keep it in the Wicked verse. Stay the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever the fuck it is you're playing.
No one asked for this. I mean, y'all are asking, but I feel like y'all are asking because either y'all don't care or y'all are just fucking turncoats or some shit. Like y'all are like the most anti-black Black Americans, African Americans that exist. Because how the fuck? Stop it. Just stop. Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
She's a black Brit that eats pies and mash and eel liquor. That tells you everything. Tells you everything.
I'm not going to unpack that. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you in December.
Everyone enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us once again here on Gamma Blerds. I was about to say something.
He was about to say Blerds and whiskey. I knew it.
I was. It was coming.
That's what she said.
It was. Ain't nobody watching no damn Wicked. Anyway, let them know where they can find y'all since we about to take this little vacation and eat turkey and
I'm gonna have pie. I'm gonna pass out on pie. That's my plan. If y'all want to see more of me and my content across the internet, I am Lillian Des, LILLIANDESU. I have many opinions, but lately I've been uploading videos of me video gaming.
It's just Lillian raging out on Marvel Rivals.
Constantly, because what are they doing? Go ahead.
Your boy Big Herb. You can find me on IG, Herbitos_way or off the bench _HTTC, where I do Commander content. Yeah, and I'm here every week, just with my friends talking about shit that's going on in the world.
And you can find me at CULT45 Podcast on Instagram and YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram at #Camism. Oh, I'm sorry, Herb. What you got?
No. Let him.
Keep going.
And then no, but seriously, you can find me at just_Rick_Williams_83 on Instagram. I may respond to your message. I may not.
He probably won't.
I probably won't.
He barely answers friends. He probably
does.
Rick?
I'm good. You help watch, right? I'm good. No, but one thing I forgot to say, tomorrow, catch Cult 45 podcast, movie podcast. I was on it this past week, and they're dropping the episode tonight or tomorrow morning. We talked about the movie The Rock with Sean Connery and Nick Cage, because Nick Cage. So check it out.
What movie has The Rock, Sean Connery, and Nick Cage?
No. The movie is the title of the movie is The Rock.
The Rock. It's Alcatraz.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful holiday.